Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another video. Today I just thought I'd run through what my plans are with my car for the future and what I plan to achieve with it, and also going to do a quick spark plug change and chuck a positive battery terminal cover on. So my future plans for the car, basically, since it's got the bigger turbo and manifold and that on it, I just want to get it tuned. Probably going to go with the NIS tune ECU at the moment, but if I can get something like a plug and play Adaptronic, cheap enough, there's one up for sale for now, fairly cheap stuff, if I can get that one, that would be great. I'd love to eliminate the airflow meter, but if not, I'll just go NIS tune Z32, hoping for about 300 horsepower, which I think is pretty achievable with my current setup. Basically, yeah, 300 horsepower. I want to run 13 something second quarter mile and be able to drift in third gear. My car is basically it's a street car that I want to be able to take to the track and, you know, beat on pretty hard and then drive it home, you know. So I'm not going for huge power numbers, but just reliable is the main thing. I want to eventually go through and replace all the suspension arms, get like maybe Nismo lower control arms, or replace all the bushes in them, new ball joints, and, you know, all adjustable rear arms and that in it, so it can be set up for different things or whatever. Also want to go through and do, you know, slotted brake rotors and decent pads all out, and then eventually I want to get a full respray, because obviously the kit and boot and bumper and that is slightly different colour, but I mean, it doesn't really bother me at the moment. It looks a lot cleaner and a lot nicer with the kit on it. So yeah, yeah, so that's about it. So I'm entered in Racewars, which is a 1,000 metre, it's sort of like drag racing but like land speed racing. So it's down in Albany on the Albany airstrip, and so you've got quarter mile, half mile and 1,000 metre runs. So it's top speed. So the last one they had was in Waikatcham in an R32 GDR. I think one that was, I think it went 322 k's in 1,000 metres. So I mean, I'm not planning on going anywhere near that. I'd be happy with 240, 260, you know, but it's just more, you know, I've got my mate Matt and Scott, they're both entered and hopefully their cars will be ready in time. So it's more just going to be like a fun event for me and my mates, and yeah, something to look forward to. Once Racewars is done and dusted, I'll be trying to get involved with more drift events, because drifting's what I really like to do. The clutch probably doesn't have a hell of a lot of life left in it at the moment. It's starting to feel a bit less on the pedal, but should be right, you know, for Racewars at least anyway. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. It's yeah, so should be a good fun, a bit more insight into what I want to do and what I want to achieve and what I want to use my car for. Rightio, cheers guys, enjoy. Took the car for a Racewars inspection at Big Rock Toyota. It's the Perth-based inspection place for Racewars. They're going to have a couple of free days, so you can get, you know, car inspected for free, but with my line of work I don't know when I'm going to be home. So I opted to pay $80 for an inspection fee. Took it up there, they were pretty happy with the car. It just failed on, I need to put a positive battery terminal cover on, which I've got, and I need to, the rear high-cast tie rods have play, which I sort of was a bit suspect about anyway. I thought that I might have to do that to them. So I think I'm just going to order a high-cast eliminator kit and fuck them off all together, because high-cast is just a pain in the ass. If I could find a cheap complete rear subframe, I'd probably just swap the whole subframe over, but over here in Perth they're a bit harder to come by than say in New Zealand or whatever. So I was pretty happy with that result, and I've still got a couple of months to sort it all out before the event, so I'd rather give myself plenty of time to you know, sort it all out than rushing around at the last minute. So hopefully maybe get the high-cast eliminator kit on order next week, maybe, hopefully, and then after that all I need to do is get the car tuned, ECU tuned, whatever ECU I go for. So hopefully all things fall into place and I get a bit of work and can afford to pay for that. If not, I'll just be taking it untuned. I mean, I'm sure I'll have a lot of fun, but it'll be a lot more fun to compete with a bit more power. So yeah, right, cheers. So here I have my battery terminal cover, just from Supercheap, and I've got a set of BPR 6ES's. As you can probably tell, they look like they've been fitted before, but that's because basically I put these spark plugs in and ran around the block, and the car was running really crap. So I put the old spark plugs back in and the car was still running crap, and I just realised I'd knocked one of the injector plugs, and an injector plug wasn't actually clipped on properly. So I ran out of time to pull it all back apart again and do them. So these are gapped down to 0.7. I know a lot of people recommend 0.8, but the place where I want to get it tuned basically said to put them at 0.7 because they're going to be running sort of more than 14-15 pound of boost. So yeah, that's my plan for the day. I will put a bit of a side note in there. I'm probably gonna, while I've got it all apart, I'm probably gonna drill a couple of holes in the coilover cover, because in here in WA it gets really hot, and I've noticed on really hot days it actually develops a bit of a miss. So if I can just drill a few holes in that cover, it will help keep the temperature down around the coils and hopefully inhibit that miss. And also, while I've got it all off, I might make a cardboard template for a heat shield to go over the exhaust manifold, because with that stainless exhaust manifold it releases a lot more heat than the standard one. So yeah, a couple of little bits and pieces to do today. Here we have a Huntsman. It's not focusing. There you go. As you can see, he's just a wee baby. He's just chilling. Right, yeah, so I'm going to take off the strut brace, the J-pipe and all the hoses, unbolt the igniter, remove that out of the way, remove the cam cover, and then pull the coil packs out. So yeah, it's not an easy job on these. It's a lot easier on the GTRs when they have the front facing plenum coming down here. I mean, hopefully one day I'll have a front facing, but yeah, at the moment the J-pipe does well. And if you get a front facing plenum on the RB20s, you can reduce the torque because they don't have the runner length like the standard manifold, so you get a bit of torque loss with the front facing. So that's sort of one of the main reasons why I haven't gone heads deep doing it yet, but could be on the cards. I mean, I don't think I'll bother with the RB20, but if the RB20 ever blows up, then I'll go to a 25, and they're worth doing on those because those got the extra torque to spare. But yeah. Now I thought I'd just give you a bit of a better look at the old turbo down there. The old GDX 2867R. just having a look at the spark plugs here, and focus. You can, don't know if you can see that. Camera's playing up. It doesn't want to play the game. These spark plugs don't actually look that old, but you can, when looking at them, you can see that just the back of the electrode wearing just a tiny bit. So I mean, they've probably been in there, I don't know, 10,000 Ks maybe. So you want to probably change them probably every 10 to 15,000 Ks if you're running copper plugs like I am, because originally these come with iridiums, but they're no good if you, as soon as you start upping boost pressure and running more power, they just seem to fail. And then so I'll be chucking those new plugs in and hopefully won't have any more misfires. Good tip is always make sure you start your spark plugs by hand, otherwise it could end up being a very costly experience. Having to get someone out to tap and helicoil the spark plug holes. So to avoid that problem, you just always start them by hand. Rightio, so because I live in such a hot temperature and inside of that valley where the spark plugs sit can get really hot, this is all alloy here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and drill some holes just to let it breathe a little bit better. I've seen people that actually get this all cut out, and you can even get like custom made ones to sit on top, but yeah, for now I'm just going to drill some holes just to let it breathe a little bit better. Hopefully, you know, stop cooking the coil packs and you know, blowing spark out and all that sort of stuff. And there we have it. I know it's not really pretty and symmetrical and all that, but you don't really see it. And so yeah, should let it breathe a hell of a lot more than it was before. Yeah, sorry there guys, the old DSLR decided it wanted to die, so we'll finish it off with the GoPro. Right, so that's all what it looks like. I mean, obviously you won't really see the rear holes, but hopefully when it gets really hot it'll just be enough that the hot air can escape and doesn't give me spark issues. of a job done if we didn't go for a bit of a test drive.
see, it's no misfiring, no carrying on. It's driving nice and smooth and plenty of boost, so job well done. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it. If there's anything else you'd like to see or know or hear, just feel free to comment below, and catch you on the next one.